So glad to be with you this evening on the 2nd of February 2015, Groundhog Day. If any of you feel like you're still in the same patterns, maybe that's why. The beginning of the show, I will be focusing in on mediumship. That's connecting to the other side. And then I will be mixing life readings. That's about your own life with mediumship as well. I also do medical intuition, and I've been going through a course to get certified as a health coach. What's a health educator coach, a health coach for education? I'm not a doctor, I'm just a coach. But I've been finding it very fascinating, and this morning I had to do some research on aging and anxiety because a friend of mine had mentioned that he had a lot of anxiety. I thought maybe it was related to aging because I'd been watching or reading about that. And I have an article on my website about that. You'd be amazed at how much, how many illnesses we have as we get older are really due to toxins in our food chain. For example, eating foods that have anything processed in them, or focusing in on the wrong kinds of foods and not enough on the good kinds of foods. So there's an article on my website. Also, working out, getting exercise. It's like, my goodness, it's so important to get your your endothelial level of your blood vessels to work, which is literally like having your own internal pharmacy for free. And if you exercise every day and eat right, you'll open that pharmacy. In other words, you don't have to take an antidepressant, perhaps. I mean, I'm not your doctor, so I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I'm saying that an antidepressant could be administered through the endothelial layer of the blood vessels. So there's a good article on that on my website with evidence and research and all, not my research, but referring to research on that. And then later on at 8 o'clock, I'm going to continue the show into a free mini class. And I will have a lot of people joining us from different venues on social media. This has been announced other places than Blog Talk, like Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus. And what will happen there is I will be focusing this evening on meditation to create miracles. And I will be telling you why I say that is so. And then we will actually do a miracle meditation. And those that call in using the call-in number for this show, which is 347-945-5849. That's 347-945-5849. Will be able to participate, get a little bit of individual attention. A couple of other interesting things going on right now. I actually pulled the January winner to win a free session with me. That's a 30-minute phone or Skype session, and that winner is Raylene Weber. I hope she does respond. I did notify her of this. If you would like to be in to win the winner for February, just go to SpiritMediumTV.com and join the mailing list. Those that enter over the last month will be included in the contest. I don't include everyone on my mailing list, so you have a really good chance to win. Again, if you'd like to enter the contest to win a free session with me, the monthly contest, just go to SpiritMediumTV.com and join the mailing list at the upper right portion of that screen. You can also watch the show live on item number 2 on spiritmediumtv.com. And again, the call-in number to get in the reading queue is 347-945-5849. A couple of other interesting things. I was motivated today to start a Tuesday at 2 light worker support group. And the only way that you can RSVP, there is a small fee of $10. It's an hour-long, Tuesday at 2 to 3, for people who are working on developing their own psychic abilities, spirituality, or holistic business, because these people have events and or issues unique to them. So I was called to be of service there, and you would RSVP by going to spiritmediumtv.com spiritmediumtv.com, and at the top you'll have contact information for me, or you have in a list of things there you have an RSVP link. And then on Wednesdays at 1, notice how I alliterate, Wednesdays at 1, I will be guaranteeing you get a reading by joining that particular event. It's an online reading circle as well, and it's only $10, and you will be guaranteed. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock Eastern Time on Wednesday, and the RSVP is the same. Go to Spirit Medium TV, and you'll see it in the list at the top of the screen. Okay, is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. Okay, off I go to the phone lines. I know that Penny, well, Penny, Susie, you're going to have to let Penny go because she's the only mediumship reading I have. So I'm going to open her line.
Oh.
Penny.
Hi, honey.
Hi, honey. I was ready for you. I'm sorry to cut you off from
Trying to
Susie.
make a donation.
I stopped the donations and I've created, who knows what I'm going to do next. I know I change this from time to time. But on Wednesday right now, I have Private Circle Online. It's not a radio show. It's a Private Circle Online. There will be a limit to the number of attendees. It's only $10 to get in. It's not.
Yeah, I know. You said you have a Google Hangout. I don't have Google Hangout, and I don't want to start with more stuff on my computer, you know?
It's not, I didn't say that you have to have a Google Hangout. I said you have to have a Google Plus account. And then you simply click on the link that I provide at RSVP. Okay.
I don't know what a Google Plus account is, but I can ask my
yeah, it's a simple matter. I used to use that link for a lot of different events. It's just a Google Plus account, and you can ask somebody how to do that if you'd like, or I can send you some brief instructions. Anyway, let's move. Yeah, let's move forward. Okay, so you wanted a mediumship connection, correct?
Yeah, please.
Okay, honey. I want to thank you first for calling in this evening, Penny. It's nice. Nice to hear from you, sweetie. All right. So what I want to say is I do feel that there's a male presence for you in spirit. It does feel fatherly. I know I brought your father in a few times, but I do feel his loving presence to you. Is that who you're wanting to speak with, or should I go back to spirit and see if there's somebody else waiting there? Don't tell me more than that. Just a yes or no, please.
I get.
You're not sure who you want to speak to, honey? Don't cry. Are you crying?
Well, no, I think about my girlfriend Carol, who was my college roommate, and
okay, don't tell me more. Don't tell me anything more than that, honey. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, love. Okay. So that yeah. Okay. The first thing I do see is a tall man with dark hair, and the hair's got a kind of wave to it. He's kind of debonair. He's got a nice physique. He's tall and slender. Then his hair is dark in its original color. As you know, people can show themselves at any time in their. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but I'll just say well, the way it works with me, and every medium is different. They can show at any time in their life to me. So if your father's original color was dark hair or what have you, or whoever this is, I don't really know. He seems to have a presence to him. Something interesting. Wait a second. I have to interpret this a little bit. There's this particular man might not be your father, okay? Because he's showing me that he's like somebody that you didn't really get along with that well. Okay, all right, and he's saying he was your nemesis, and also he has heart problems. He's slender. He's a strong nose. He's got a strong brow. He's got medium to olive complexion. He's very sturdy build. And again, I said about 3 or 4 times slender. And he has dark hair, and the way he's showing it to me has a wave to it. You might have known him when you were younger, maybe in your 30s or something.
Thank you. No,
not resonating? Okay, drawing a blank. Okay, fine. Well, maybe it'll occur to you later, but nevertheless, he does pop in. I don't know who he is. All I know is he's popping in. And he's somebody that you didn't get along with, so you might have blocked him out. Okay, so let's move forward, see who else is there for you. Okay, Penny Richmond. Penny R. You have a few friends, okay, friends and family in spirit. Of course, your mom's there, your father's there. There is a man who, I keep getting men for you, so I'm just going to go with this. I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's your father, who he is. He appears to be in the older group, age group. He's more of a slight height, not real tall, soft stomach, wise person, scientific, and he's showing me an image of Ben Franklin to make me think of a person who's wise, but not Ben Franklin, obviously. But that's just a personality characteristic. Wise, caring, knowledgeable. Looks like he had some hair loss on the top of his head, medium brown hair, and more glasses, if you will. From the broad stroke of it, do you know this for anyone, please?
You say it's not my father. I mean, that sounds like my father, but
No, 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 you're not listening, Penny, honey. I said it might not be your father. I don't know. I just want you to go broad.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm really
Well,
no names, huh?
well, does he look like your father? Does he look like your father, honey? You said it might be your
My
father.
dad wore glasses. My father was gray at an early age. He was kind of bald-ish.
Okay, all right. Was he not that tall, and did he have a little bit of a stomach on him, a soft way about him? Very knowledgeable person. That's what I'm saying. Okay, I think I have your father here, honey. I'm going to talk a little bit more. I'm going to talk. Well, they may bring in other people. Okay, don't sniff your nose up at that. All right.
My mother is playing cards. Yeah.
But anyway, I want everybody to listen to what just happened. Okay, I gave a description of somebody, and the caller didn't recognize that person. It happens a lot. I have to break it down. And they say, well, yeah, that could be. So just if anybody's going to be calling in, just try to listen. I'll try to talk a little bit more slowly. Now, there's something I don't know why he wants to come in this evening, but he is a very caring person, very loving person, very kind person. And now what he's showing me is there's a message in this for you, love. Okay. He's showing me something about you needing to be more careful and more meticulous in your dealings, particularly with paperwork and matters at home. Not to alarm you, because I know you pretty well, Penny, and if I say anything, you might take it the wrong way. So I'm just saying he's just.
Oh, no.
Okay, fine.
No problem.
Okay, fine. He's trying to show me that. Okay, he's showing me that because he was a very meticulous. He's showing me it as if he was really good at details. Okay, and he's telling me to tell you.
Father, meticulous. Yeah.
Very good at details. And he's showing me he wants you to be as he says, I know it's boring for you, my dear, my love. He says, but you do need to really be careful, always dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and don't let things get away from you. He says right now is sort of a critical time in your home to be extremely careful with expenses and the way you're documenting things. Now, I don't know why he would be saying this to you, but I just have to give you
I'm missing jewelry like crazy. Yeah.
All right, so there it is. He's trying to tell you be very careful. Don't let anything go. Always watch everything. He says you got to be like an accountant. Everything needs to be documented, accounted for, taken care of. So he loves you very much, and he wants to give you that message. I'm going to just take a quick look, see if there's anybody else there for you, darling. And if I can't pull anyone in within the next 30 seconds, I'm going to have to let you go. But I appreciate you calling in. Let me just see if there's anybody else there. If Dad has any more messages for you.
Yeah, where's my jewelry ring?
Did he have breathing problems, Father? Dad? Okay, because I can hardly breathe. Okay, he's still here. Hold on. He loves you very much. He always wants the best.
You get better when you die.
What was that, honey?
Well, you feel better when you die.
Well, what they're doing,
yeah,
but what he's doing, honey, is showing me evidence. He doesn't feel that now. He's just letting me know how he passed. He's still giving me evidence. Now, I forgot. He was trying to say something, and now I got sidetracked. So let me see if I can pull it back. Oh, just that he loves you very much. He loves you very much. You're not alone. He always comes in for you. Every time you call out for help, he's there. He says now he has to let you go. He's going to move out of the way, see if there's anybody else there. There is your female friend. Okay, she's been sitting on the sidelines also. Let me see if I could see her, get some information on her. She has long hair. That's one thing. I can't see the color of it, but she says long hair. She said she was also very meticulous with her health, oddly enough. And then at the end, this happened to her, even though she was always careful for survival issues and a person who liked to take care of herself a lot. She says health. I don't know if it is your exact friend you're thinking of. So when I say to be broad, I just want you to go broad for a moment. Let me see. Let me see what else. It seems like I see more of a brown hair with a type of wave to it. It looks like at least one time in her life it was longer, like to mid back or down, longer. I don't know if she had it that way when she knew you, but hopefully she's doing what I've asked the souls to do, which is provide me evidence that you would recognize. But I do see longer hair with golden kind of undertones, like if it got in the sunlight. Sweet, roundish cheeks, straight nose, kind of full lips. Uh, and she keeps saying meticulous with her health over and over again, meticulous with her health. She always liked to take care of herself meticulously, but in the end, this got her anyway, whatever it is. She hasn't told me yet. She says, but I was always trying to care for my health. She says something about sneezing and coughing, trying to stay out of wind, trying to keep herself as healthy as possible. She says that she had issues with her health to begin with, and that's why she was meticulous. In other words, she seems to have a tendency to get colds easily or sick easily. Now, from what I'm telling you, can you please place this person at all? Go broad for a moment, please, Penny.
The description is of Carol, but she wasn't meticulous about her health. She was a smoker and she was an alcoholic. So later on in life, so I don't see Carol about being meticulous in her health.
Interesting, because she says but her description, the way I described her, looks like Carol. Interesting. Okay, let's see what she wants to say about this. What do you mean, Carol, honey? Well, I was meticulous with my health until I got older, and then I let myself go. All right, well, that's an easy out. Now, could she have possibly been when she was younger, sweetheart, Penny? Do you think she might have been when she was younger?
Could have been until she met this low life, yeah.
Okay. Actually, she's giving me images of herself in her youth where she looks like she was even into something athletic. It looks like physical, something dancing or something like that. So she was kind of like she's a little bit of a prima donna, and she took care of herself when she was younger. So that's what she's saying. Yes.
Tennis.
Huh? Tennis is okay. Tennis would okay. So she's very athletic when she was younger, and then that's like two lives she had: the former life and then the afterlife when she met. Not after when she passed, but when she met this person. She says, she says, so it got me down. And you see the coughing. Now, remember I told you about coughing and congestion. Perhaps the smoking has something to do with that. I don't really know. She says, I'm okay now. She says, I'm with my friends. I've regained my health, of course, just like you said earlier, Penny. Of course, we don't have illnesses here where I am. I do come in to look in on you from time to time. Now, you don't have any children, right, Penny?
No.
No. Who has a son? Does she have the son? There's something about a son.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
Oh, okay. Do you look in on him
making me cry.
Oh. Do you look in on him from time to time? Because she's sort of showing me that.
I should.
You should, honey. You should. Yeah. She wants you to look after him a little bit. Not to be his mother, but just to say hello.
She always. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so she's giving you some evidence that she's going to give you a personal message, and I'm going to go on to the next caller. Hold on.
There's my ring.
Hold on, honey. Just let me finish this with her. Oh, goodness. Don't make me cough or anything, please. Okay. Do you have a personal message? Just to take care of your health, my dear, she says, and be better than I did. She says, you are pretty good with your health. Just do better than I did because you're a beautiful lady and I love you very much. Your jewelry, I don't know if this is true or not, but she's telling me to tell you to look under the bed. So if you don't find it under the bed, look under furniture. Okay? All right, sweetie. You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Bye, honey. Okay, bye-bye. All righty. That was an interesting session. Kathy wants media. Oh, no, she joined. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Penny, we got Lisa. We've got Nadia. Okay, Nadia or Nadia? All right, I'm coming to you, Nadia, or Nadia. I'll get the right name in a moment. Nadia or Nadia, honey?
Nydia.
Nydia, not any of the above. It's Nydia. We spoke before, didn't we? Didn't we just speak before, Nydia? We had some kind of conversation somewhere.
I think last year I spoke with you.
Oh, okay. Then there was another Nidia I've spoken with very recently. Okay. I can't keep. I mean, I'm lucky. I know it's Monday.
I know, with all the people that you speak to, I don't know how you remember any of them.
Oh, that's why I'm doing research on brain health lately, because in this kind of work that I do, if I'm not alert, I can't earn a living. And you know something, it's like I'm 61 years old, so you know, it gets it's
Oh
hard.
my goodness.
It's hard to keep your mind clear. Okay. I'm not 81, but sometimes I feel like I'm 81. Okay, Nydia, hold on. But I do feel a mother figure for you, sweetheart. That could be a grandma or an aunt or your actual mother or someone like that. She also seems to have a very playful personality, and she's very social. She likes to get out when she's on Earth. She's a woman about town. She's very friendly with neighbors and so on. She shows me herself as not very overweight. She's more thin and she's more of a petite kind of build. She's carrying a little bit of extra weight at the midsection. I see her in other words, she's primarily petite, not really overweight, but yet I see her in her neighborhood. It looks like a suburban neighborhood calling on neighbors, just chitting and chatting, things like that, with a little extra midsection weight. We all get it as we get older. She has a original color hair, or the way she dyed it, if she dyed it. I can't really tell what that is just yet. It seems to be in the brown family. I think she's dyeing it in the picture she's showing me. It has some kind of like it's like a mid-level brown with some kind of golden highlights to it. It's about up to shoulder length. It's got a little bit of frizziness or nattiness to it and a little bit of layering and wave to it, but primarily in the mid-length area. She's a very sweet woman. She has a pointed nose, which is straight. She has nice features, full mouth, pretty eyes, and she's also friendly. Like if she is your mother, whoever it is, she's almost like a friend. She's not just a mother figure. She's got this way about her that's very social, very interactive with people, and you always feel like you're a friend to hers, not just if you were her daughter. I can't tell yet what she is. She's just giving me whatever she's giving me, and I'm giving it to you directly, straight, you know, as I'm getting it. I'm going to give you one or two more things, and then I'm going to come back to you, Nadia, to see what you say. Uh, she says, okay, she seems to have a pet around the house at all times. This is when she's on Earth. I think she liked dogs. Showed me a dog, very fond of animals, like dogs, likes to baby things. She's showing me something about empty nest syndrome, you know, when the kids leave home, so she had her pet afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like she liked the pets. Let me see if there's anything else. She does seem to be a person who did smoke at least one portion of her life. Usually when they say that to me, it might have something to do with the passing, but let's just take it at face value for now. Do you understand this for anyone you would know, please, Nadia?
It could be my grandmother. Yes.
Okay. And she's very nice.
She was a smoker. Mm-hmm.
And she liked dogs?
I think she liked dogs.
Okay, that's not a very strong yes or no, but I'll just take it for what it is. She's very sweet, you know, she's social and she's always youthful. Even though she's getting on in years, she's still youthful. She's got a nice energy to her. And you know, she's the kind of person, even when she's older, she could have a friend who's a lot younger than her because she's just a real people person, talker, loving kind of person. You know, sometimes souls come in that are grandmas or whatever. They look like they're grandmas, but this woman looks like she got older, but she's got a lot of life in her, a lot of energy in her. So if that fits your grandma's description, then we've got your grandma here. There's something else she's trying. She likes beef, or to eat beef and roast beef. She likes to cook pork and pig, and she's good at cooking. She seems to like to have, you know, holidays where they have, you know, a lot of roasted meat and feasts like that. I don't know why she shows me that, but she's showing me that. Does that make sense for grandma, please, honey?
Yes, in the holidays, we usually make the meat, which is roast pig.
Okay. But she likes meat and pork and even beef. You know, she likes all that. It's very important, she says, for your health to have the proper diet. She's going on like that. Now, you know, a lot of people say, well, that's not healthy for you, but she thought it was healthy for you. And she says, it served me well. She says, I lasted pretty long on Earth. She says, nobody's going to take me before I want to go. And she makes a little joke out of it. She's so sweet, very fun. Very sweet kind of personality.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's something about you having I think you have a brother, because she's giving me this. She says your brother. Do you have a brother, please?
In living or past?
I think it's on Earth.
Oh, yes, I have 2 brothers.
Yeah, okay. She's just talking about them. Your brother is this and that. If I get a little clearer connection with her, she's pretty clear, actually. She's a pretty good communicator. I might get better message. One of them is getting into trouble right now, she says, and he's getting into your hair about it. And she says he's a big teaser, likes to tease you and everybody else. Now, I don't know if the trouble is serious or not just yet, but I'm just going to let her go on this for a moment, Nadia, and then we'll see where it goes. What do you mean,
Okay.
Grandma? Yeah. What do you mean, Grandma? He's a problem in the family, and for you more than others, because he seems to turn to you for help more than others, she says. She says you got to get him out of your hair. Don't let him bother you so much. It feels like the older brother. Do you understand this, please, Nadia?
It's not so much my older brother, but my younger brother.
Okay. Well, yeah, she said you have to take care of yourself. She's saying that you are a kind person. You're very giving and sweet, but he has to find his own way, Nadia. See? So don't let him rule the roost or get in your way or tell you what to do or hang out with on your what you call it, on your coattails, as if he's trying to ride whatever success you have. He's trying to, he's not doing for himself. He's trying to, get from you. She says, so please, please, please take care of yourself, in a loving way, of course, and don't be tempted to do for him anymore, because he needs to have the apron strings cut. So I don't mean to be, don't send your brother after me, because that is her message. Okay. It's like she's saying you got to take care of yourself because you are a doll and she wants you to be happy.
Oh, that's a beautiful message.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless, sweetie. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, that was interesting. I'm just the messenger, ladies and gentlemen. And if I say something that is rough, you can always email me afterwards, whatever, we could discuss it. I try to always say things in as diplomatic a way as possible, but it is important to get the messages across so that spirit lets you know that they do continue. Now that I'm gibbering and jabbering directly to you, I might as well remind you that if you want to be in the contest to win a free session with me, you can do so at spiritmediumtv.com. That's spiritmediumtv.com. And on the right, you'll see a form. You just enter my mailing list, and it's a monthly contest, so you're not competing with my entire database of names. You're just competing with the people that entered that month. And we had a Raylene who won for January, so we're in February now. And you'll be hearing about the winner at the beginning of March. I will announce it here on this show, as well as through email directly to the person. I'm having a class at 8 o'clock, free here. It's also going to be on Facebook and Twitter and a few other places. This video feed that I have on Spirit Medium TV is also ubiquitous. It's everywhere. It's on Google Plus. It's on Facebook, here and there. But if you're listening to me on Facebook or Twitter or any of the social media, you do have to call in the number that's there, which is 347-945-5849, to be able to talk to me, either to get a reading now up until 8 or after 8 o'clock to participate orally with me. You could just listen and follow along, but I will be asking students for feedback, and you have to call in for that. And tomorrow at Tuesdays at 2, there's a light worker support group, and you need to go to spiritmediumtv.com, and there's a link there. You can find my contact information to get it. I can't give you too much information because I've talked too long, but it's spiritmediumtv.com, light worker support group, Tuesdays at 2, online. $10 only. It's very inexpensive. Wednesdays at 1 is a private circle where you're guaranteed to be speaking with me, only $10. Same place to learn how to RSVP, spiritmediumtv.com. Okay, we're going to start with some life questions now. We have Kathleen, who's been very patiently waiting in the queue. Hello, Kathleen. How are you this evening?
Good. How are you? I appreciate you taking my call.
I'm doing great, honey. Thank you for asking so much. It's so nice to have somebody ask me how I am.
I take it that you're doing a mix.
Yeah, but I'm going to take your
show.
Yeah, that's why I opened your line, because somebody, a little birdie, told me, like Susie Benson, who's in the background, that you want a life question. So go ahead, Just give me your question, not a lot of background, okay?
Okay, and I also, if you're doing a mix, want to give you a name of a person, if you could bring in for me who's crossed.
Either or, honey, either or. I can't do both, otherwise I'll take up the rest of the half hour for you. Which one do you prefer,
All
honey?
right, I understand. What can you tell me about a relationship with, I'm going to give you his last name because I know so many Joes, Joe D. Donato.
Oh.
If you see a committed relationship.
Okay, now we know his whole name. Oh my goodness.
Well, I know so many Joes. Honest good.
All right, hold on. This is for Kathleen. Beautiful Kathleen. Hold on. He's going to come around. It looks good. I get a good on that. Yep, I get a good on that. Now, if you're thinking of the M word, marriage, that I'm not answering. I'm answering that there's commitment there coming your way. That the second part of it is still up in the air. But definitely coming around and being more involved with you over the near term and into the future. And this is not a light thing to say because it's not easy to get him to trust. Okay, it's not easy to get him over the hurdles of initial dating or what have you. He's not really that easy to tame or to get into a more intimate situation, but he really likes you. And I do feel that you Kathleen, have unique qualities of building intimacy that he's finding very compatible with him. Okay. So
okay. You don't see me moving from here to live with him, do you?
Okay. I'll give you an answer to that, and then I'm going to try to go to somebody else because I don't want to spend too much time.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to give you a full reading. It's not fair to everybody else waiting. But moving in with him, it could be. Let me just say, I don't feel so right now, though. See, right now, what I feel is him coming around. In other words, getting more involved with you. The next phase of it, I guess, would be moving in. Then after that would be the M word. Woo! Let me see. I'll go to moving in. That's going to take some time. But there is a possibility of that in about 6 to 8 months. So that would be like early fall. That's not too far away, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel you want that very much, and I feel that he's looking for that as well, and that he's looking for partnership. The problem is he's not necessarily looking for marriage, so that's something you're going to have to work through. Okay?
Okay, and how do I get in touch with you for private?
Oh, sure. I'll give you my phone number. Well, go to Spirit Medium TV. Can you go on the internet, or do you want my number? Spirit Medium TV.
Spirit Medium TV, and it'll give you prices.
Yeah, you'll see book a session up there. You also get my phone number. I'll give you my phone number. It's 954 465 7338.
7338. Great. Can you keep me on so I can listen to other readings?
Of course, sweetie. I'm just going to put you back on hold, honey.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and I'm going to go now to Anthony, who is wanting a life. I think I know Anthony. He's got a life question. Is this the Anthony I know?
I'm not sure.
No, the voice is a little different. Are you in California? 770?
No.
Okay,
No, I'm not.
It's a little different. Okay.
I'm in Georgia.
You're in Georgia. Okay. So what can I do for you this evening, Anthony?
I also want to know about love relationships. What do you see coming in for me?
Oh, I have worked with you before, haven't I? I think I have. Okay, let's go to love. Yeah. Love for Anthony. Do I see anything? Well, you're such a good-looking guy. There's always somebody around the corner. You don't have any problem with that in that area. I'll tell you what. I'll hook you up with like the 30 women that are waiting here in the line. Okay, hold on. Well, you have a favorite though. There's somebody in particular that you're trying to understand whether or not she's going to come around for you. It feels like there's been some back and forth. Can you please confirm that?
There's not really anybody in particular. I don't know.
Well, let me just say that I feel that there's somebody waiting in the wings that you've been with before. I'll say it a different way.
That I'm interested in?
Yeah. Well, okay, maybe not that you're interested in, but there's somebody waiting in the wings. Okay, there's somebody hovering, woo, about you, and it feels like there's been a separation. So if you're not interested in that person, we'll just let that go. But it is very, wow. You may not like it, but we have to acknowledge it because whoever it is seems to have some strong energy towards you. It's a very intense individual, and it feels like there's an energy there that is very, very. You may not want to say this, on the radio show or whatever, and that's fine. But I feel that that energy could be preventing you from moving forward, not because you're transfixed by this person, but more because she would be transfixed by you. And so I would suggest that you might want to do a little prayer for clearing yourself, just energy clearing. Okay, so that we can move you forward because this person's holding a lot of. She's almost like stalking you energetically. Okay. Yeah, so you have to kind of clear that, maybe go to church or do some prayer, that you just be clear to that she also be healed because she's unreasonably transfixed on you. Okay, now assuming that happens, I'm going to try to read from there, which is not easy to do because all I can really do is read the energy of the moment. But let me see if I could project. That's like playing pool. You can hit one ball to get the other ball in the pocket there. So I got the first ball hit. Now I got to try to get the other ball in secondly. Hold on. Anthony, love. There would be a new woman coming in then, and she's going to be coming in around June or 6 months from now, as the number 6 comes in. June or 6 months from now, and she'll be more to your liking. She's going to be very helpful. A very constructive individual, very positive in thinking. She seems to be into health, nutrition, and fitness. She takes care of herself. Is a very positive thinker. She's not very needy. Which is something that's going to be very refreshing for you because one of the issues that you've had is these people come along and they want to like suck the life out of you, just like the one I'm just talking about from the past, is sort of sitting on the sidelines. And she doesn't mean to be that way, the one from the past, but she can't help it. The next person's going to be a breath of fresh air for you, and she's going to be happy in her own right, constructive in her own life. She looks like she's medium build, medium height. She's a nice figure. She looks like she's wearing an outfit that reminds me of somebody who would play tennis or something like that, so she's athletic. Oh, they're telling me one other thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my finger on it. She's a formidable contender for something. So she's competing to get something. It could be either in athletics or it could be in some kind of contest. So we'll see with that. She's a formidable contender to win something. And so be broad on that. She could be an athlete trying to win a race, or she could be a beauty contest entrant trying to win a beauty contest, or she could be a hairdresser trying to win a hairdressing contest. But she's a very competitive, smart, sharp person, somebody that you're going to admire and who brings a lot to your table, as you've been always bringing more to the other person's table. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, sweetie. That's what you have to look forward to. But don't forget, clear the past out. Ask healing for that other person. Okay?
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. And now I am going to go to Lisa. Let me just make sure there's nobody waiting at the bottom that's sort of like got dropped down by mistake. Nope. Lisa, my dear. Hello. Hi, honey. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Now I got a southern accent because I'm talking to somebody from Georgia. Go figure. I'm from New York. New York accent. Please come back to me. What can I do? Hey, yo, what can I do for you? Tell me your question, but don't give me a lot of detail, okay?
Okay, yeah. So I've had a couple offers, job offers, and been looking for a while for jobs and no time, and just wonder what you see.
Okay. Now, what everybody listening, she gave me more detail than I'd like. Next person who asks the question, just ask the question.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right, because then we get evidence and it's good. Okay, that's all right, honey. Just relax, sweetie. We'll still get you.
Okay, so I guess the question could be more, do you think that either of these opportunities, I'm trying to be careful.
Oh, now you're telling me even more. Just relax. I'm going to give you what I see. Okay. So you've been looking, you already said you've been looking. Well, let me just look at your jobs for Lisa. I'll make it very broad. You have a job coming to you very shortly. Nobody's going to get in the way. One of the problems that you've had, honey, is that it feels like you're just about to get a job and then somebody else gets it. You know what I mean? It's like you're playing basketball and you're just about to get the ball in the hoop and somebody gets the ball.
That happened to me.
Of course.
Yeah, that did happen to me. I had a couple second interviews.
Yeah.
And someone else got the job.
Exactly. You're always like really close to the finish line and somebody swoops it away from you. So it's made you a little paranoid. But there is a job coming in where nobody's going to come in and swoop it. And they're telling me that three's the charm. In other words, you had it twice happen to you that way. This third time is going to be just fine and dandy for you. You will be paid well. Okay. You will be able to get ahead in this job, which is what you're hoping for. And the other ones that you didn't get, you were blessed not to get, because this one that's coming in is the perfect one for you, even though location is closer to home. There won't be, and the hours will be what you're wanting. The pay will be maybe a little short of what you're wanting, but there's room for advancement. You know, I always say that, room for advancement. And but it's closer to home. And you have a dog?
No.
Okay. Do you want to get a dog?
No.
Okay. I'm hearing something in the background. It sounds like a dog barking. Maybe that's why I
Oh, it's a TV. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, maybe that's what it is, because I didn't know if I was being influenced by what I was hearing or if it was a psychic message. This work is very you can easily be influenced. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to know too much, because I don't use cards or anything. It's just straight coming in and it filters through my conscious mind. So the less I know, the better. In any event, I do feel you're getting something very soon, and it's going to be very, very soon, not that far out. So it's anywhere 3 to 6 months. I know you're going to say that's too far away. Are you employed now?
Yeah, just a little, but I did get 2 offers. Do you see either of those offers something that I should take, or should I wait?
Okay, well, that's
They're not directly in my.
Oh, okay. Let me just see then. What was that, honey? They're not directly what?
They're not directly in my field. Like, I got one offer.
Well, that's maybe why. Okay,
like
all right. This is what I'm kind of seeing is it feels like you might want to take one of them, because it looks like the one you really want is coming maybe out 6 months, 3 to 6 months. So in other words, take something for now, and then because and don't stop looking if you can get the energy to do that, because the next job, the one that you really want, would be coming down a little farther in time.
Okay.
All right. I know.
Do you know, like, how to decide on either one?
Yeah, just give me the initial. Just give me quickly the initials of them, each one.
Of the company initial?
Yeah, just the initials of each company, and I'll go to the vibration.
OTC is one.
OTC?
MG another. No, TC.
Just TC? Okay, so give me a second. I'm going to focus in on the vibration of both of them, TC or MG. Hold on. MG seems to be the better of the two. And actually seems like it's a lot more, it could really lead to something. So if you may think it's not in your field, it may turn into more than what you want. Okay, so it's actually much more interesting than what you realize. It feels like it might be a little bit on like just a different, like you already said, it's not your field. It feels like it's more in a like a gaming industry or betting industry or more blue collar. The business itself is not so, I don't know, highfalutin, but there's a lot of money to be made there. And there is a lot of money in that industry.
Kind of boring, like you're on the phone all day trying to set appointments for business development. I don't know. It'd be hard probably to dial all day phone calls, 70 calls a day or something. I haven't done that in years.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I feel like there's a lot of money to be made. It's like feels like a gaming industry, because it's like Russian roulette, right? It's like gambling. Will I make them, or won't I make the sales? But there's actually you might.
No, I mean, it's just making appointments. It's not really a lot of pressure.
Oh, well, this is what
money, but it's not a lot of pressure.
Okay, because it may lead to more than what you realize. Maybe you'd be the one that somebody else is calling for in the future. There's a lot of money there. That's what I want to say. So take it for now, and then see. Continue to look. I know that's hard to
Do you
do.
think it would get real boring though?
No, I don't
You
think
know what
so.
I mean? Like being on the phone all day like that?
No, I don't think so. I think that you're going to find that it's going to be different than, as I just said, that it's going to be more interesting than you realize, and there's a lot of potential there to make a lot of money. If not, you can't lose because you'll be somewhat paying your bills until the better job comes around. But you have to make a promise to yourself that if you don't like it, you continue to look. Okay, honey?
Mm-hmm.
All right, darling.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for calling in, honey. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye. Bye. Yeah, I wouldn't like a job like that myself, but I got a very strong feeling that it would be better than what she thinks it is. Okay, I am going to go to Chaz. I guess that's how to pronounce it. I'll find out in a moment. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Chaz?
Hey, this is Thais. No, it's Thais.
Thais. Hello, Thais.
My friend. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for calling in, love. So just give me your question, not a lot of background, okay?
Yes, I would like to ask you. I am in Pennsylvania right now, and I'd like to know if you see me moving to Florida soon, or
no.
maybe in the second.
No, I don't see it happening very soon. Feels like there's a couple of things you have to take care of before you can move, and they're big hurdles that you need to get in order. So what you're really asking me is, can I get these things in order so I can move to Florida? It feels somehow you're very restricted right now. Now, I know about your life, but in other words, I know you were restricted, but they're telling me you still are restricted in numerous ways, and that you can't just move. So let me just see what needs to be taken care of. Very quickly, because I got to get to somebody else there. Thais, hold on 1 second, love. What does she need to do, Spirit? You need to take care of a business at home first. What do they mean by that? Let me see. Business in Brazil or business here in Pennsylvania, Spirit?
Probably in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. You understand what it means. All right, good. All right, yeah. And then after that, you'll be free to leave.
I think that you knew already, you know.
Okay, so after that, you'll be free to leave just like you want, but you need to take care of that first. Okay, that's business in Pennsylvania, and then after that, everything will fall into place. Now, you're the kind of person that likes to put the horse after the cart before the horse. It's an American saying, the cart before the horse. In horse and buggy times, you had to have the horse in front of the cart. You like to jump to things. Take care of this little issue for yourself, and then you'll be able to move. And don't get yourself all confused. Just take care of the business thing in Pennsylvania, and then you'll be free to move. Okay, sweetheart?
Okay. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you, love.
Have a good night, okay?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for calling in, honey. Bye-bye. Yeah, Thais has I've talked to her before in private sessions. Nathaniel, I'm going to go to Nathaniel. Hello, Nathaniel. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Your voice sounds awfully familiar. Did I speak to you last week?
Yeah, I think so. It was the week before. I'm not sure.
Okay, so let me just see. You want an other side connection. All right, let's see what we get for Nathaniel. Okay, there is a male. There's a couple of people in spirit for you. One of them feels like an older male that would be perhaps father figure, and that can be taken broadly. Actually, he seems to have some kind of a fatherly relationship to you, but also a mentorship relationship to you. Next to him is a female that feels younger somehow, or just maybe a little bit older than you, but not that much older than you. She's around you as well, in spirit. She's in spirit, okay? Let me see if I can get one of the other. Which one wants to come in first, if any of them? The father figure wants to come in first. He's a mentor to you. When he was on earth, he was a mentor to you. He seems to have something about him that's rather magical. almost like Merlin or something. So he's got this metaphysic kind of knowledge or understanding, if you will. And he says to me that he taught you many things and he taught you well. He says you're patterning your life after him in many respects. He's an old friend. He comes to you from spirit now just to say hello. Let me see if I can get anything about him physically or anything else that will help you understand who this is. Hold on. The only thing I can get is what I've said so far. He's sort of standing there now, and he's making a little bit of a joke, looking almost like Merlin. Almost like a Merlin, you know. He's wearing a robe, and he's got a crystal ball. He's a very magical kind of person. Does this resonate for you, Nathaniel, in any way, please?
Yeah, I believe it's my father, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, he's got a magical persona, okay? Something about him, very mystical, magical, high-energy person. And he also shows me he's very social. There's another side to him that's more, what do you call it, traditional, established man about town, good in business. Now he shifts from the Merlin thing to more of an outfit that's more business-like, a suit and that kind of thing. He's very handsome, very good-looking, and reminds me of a person when he came home, he liked to have a martini. You know how they did that in the 60s and the 50s? The wife's there with the martini to give it to him. He's very like urban, sophisticated type, he shows me. He also shows me he liked to smoke. It looks like a cigar every now and then. Do you understand a cigar for Dad, please?
No, I don't remember him smoking much, but I think he did limited, but he did it in a very clean manner.
Okay. Well, he does show me smoking something. And it's around the time when everybody was having a martini and smoking, which would have been the 60s or something like that, the late 50s, early 60s, you know, that kind of era. Now, I don't know anything else because he's in that time frame right now as he shares that memory with me. He says that you're not the only one in the family, that you have siblings. I think. He says you're not the only one of 3. So I don't know. Do you have 2 siblings?
I had a twin brother that died, and I have an older brother.
Okay, so you're the one of 3. Okay, that's where the one of 3 is. Okay, so you're wondering where the brother is, I bet, right? Oh, okay. Well, Dad just, Nathaniel?
He's over there. I got.
No, I know, honey. He's over there. I'm just saying you're wondering if he would come in. Probably you're wondering if he would come in. I'm just anticipating your questions. But Father is here for you. Your Father is here to say to you that you're doing a good job, my boy. You're doing a good job with your life. You have everything together the way I like to see it. You're very together. There's something about you wanting to do more writing. You have writing projects that either you're going to work on or that you've already worked on, you're thinking about working on. He says you're a communicator, an excellent communicator, you have a lot of creativity in you. And he wants you to go ahead and develop that as you're daydreaming about or thinking about. He says it's not just a fantasy. You will pull it through the way you hope to. Make sense, please?
Yes.
Okay, and he's trying to contribute to this as best he can from spirit, just by encouraging you. He says, but he does also try to be a little bit of your muse, and as we said, your mentor or what have you, by giving you ideas and all. He doesn't want to take credit for it because you're your own person and you're doing it all on your own. He says, but he's right there rooting with you and rooting for you. So he says, carry on, my boy, carry on. Okay.
Well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome, honey. Thanks for calling in. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so we've got a couple of minutes left. Let's see who and again, the show will continue after 8 o'clock, but at 8 o'clock, it turns into a free mini class about how to create miracles with meditation. Well, that sounds like a concept, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to go to Lovely Lizzie. Lovely Lizzie, hello. Lizzie?
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Now, before you say anything, I just want to remind you, I only want your question. I don't want a lot of background. So just give me your question. Go ahead.
Okay. My question is, is my fertility issues medical, or is it something that is just because is it just not the time that I haven't? Has it just not been the right time for me to not get pregnant, or is it a medical issue that I need help with?
Okay. And any medical questions? Everybody listening and you as well. And obviously, I'm not a licensed medical professional, so everything you need to check with a licensed medical professional. But let's see what Spirit says for you, Lizzie. Is this a medical issue, Spirit, or is this just a matter of time before she gets pregnant? Medical that she needs to do something about, or just a matter of time? Hold on. It seems like you do probably need to do something medically. And it feels like you're a little run down or physically you're depleted. Make sense?
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay. So they're saying it's nutritional primarily. You need to really beef up on the beefcakes. You need to get the body good. And, you could do that under supervision of medical somebody that's licensed or whatever, a nutritionist, but you're really run down, love. And it looks like you're just not taking the best care of your physical vehicle that needs to ride you through life. So, when you get that together, it's going to happen spontaneously. It's not like there's anything wrong with you at a fundamental issue. It's just that you're depleted energetically, you're tired. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so
But you don't see a time frame or anything?
Well, it's as soon as you start taking care of yourself better, and that's up to you, then it wouldn't be that much longer after that, 2 to 3 months. Okay, but and I don't mean 2 to 3 months from today. You need to take care of yourself, get yourself beefed up, and then 2 to 3 months after, your body's happy again. Because your body right now is not happy. It's saying, take better care of me, mommy. Okay? All right, sweetie. You're welcome. You're welcome, honey. Bye. Okay, we have a few minutes left. I'm going to go to Crystal and before I do that, I just want to remind everybody, if you do want a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. Private session, booklaura.com. I should have said that to Kathleen earlier. Maybe she's still listening. Private session, booklaura.com. I have sessions starting at 30 minutes. If you want to be in a circle and still share the time with other people, Wednesday at 1. I also have these little circles I'm doing online, which is guaranteeing you a reading, okay? Some of you can't, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody that's calling in. But I love you all. I do love you all. Okay, I'm going to go to Crystal. Hey, Crystal, what's going on? Hi, honey. Just give me just give me your question, nothing more.
Okay. I just was wondering if you see anything happening with my love life.
Well, I'm getting a big no even before you ask the question because you're not taking necessary action. So you're being told you have to do something to get out more or to expose yourself more to opportunities. If you do that. And also put yourself maybe you might want to do a little bit of glamorizing. They're saying if you do that, then within 6 months you're going to be in a committed relationship. But you need to take some action, not only in getting yourself out more. That can mean a myriad of things, socially as well as maybe internet dating, whatever it is that you want to do. I hate to say internet dating because everybody unilaterally says, I don't want to do that. But you do have to do something. So sometimes, you just start with the internet dating and then it gets you out the door to socialize, And the other thing is you need to take care of your physicality a little bit more. Maybe just glamorize, maybe go for makeover or go to the gym more often just to make yourself feel more sexy because that's an area that is needing to get attended to. That also helps you. It helps you in your own vibration of believing it's coming in. You know what I mean? You've been ignoring yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been ignoring yourself. So go. Get something about you want it. You've been thinking about doing something with your hair. Go and do it. Splurge a little.
Okay.
Okay, honey?
Well, okay, thank you.
You're welcome, love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to be continuing with the Create Miracles with meditation in a moment or two. I'm just going to I don't know. What should I do? Should I put some music on or should I just go into it? I think I'm going to just put some music on to kind of break the from this to that. You can stay on if you'd like this. We're going to be doing a miracle meditation. I will be talking about why meditation can lead to miracles. And then I'm going to be walking you through some exercises, and I'm going to ask for your feedback as you do them, and then we're going to do the miracle meditation. So it should be fun. So just relax. I'm going to put a little bit of some nice music on. It's not really meditation music, just some nice music, and then I'll pick up in a minute or two. And as I play this beautiful music, I'd like each of you to focus in on yourself. What a beautiful soul you are, and truly how magnificent you are. Remembering that you are a divine being. Okay, welcome back, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to say that little poem to you. Okay, so I just wanted to say something. I forgot to say about Susie B. That Susie B., if she's even here, there she is. She's such a lovely person. She has recently mastered a lot of manifesting in the area of love. So if any of you, this is February, and it's the month of love and Valentine's Day and all that. If you're curious about Susie B. and her abilities, you can write me or email me, and I'll give you her contact information. I don't think her website is up yet. She also does have a show here on Blog Talk Radio called Law of Attraction for Love. She might be able to help you, and I think that she's great. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about miracles, okay? You know, what is a miracle? How do we get miracles? Well, I don't know if any of you have ever been in a 12-step program. I haven't been in a 12-step program for substances, but I have gone to some groups like for codependence or that kind of a thing. And one of the first steps is letting go, to let God. I don't know the steps really, but I do know that let go and let God is a very important principle. And when we understand how to do that, we allow higher realms to come in and work with us. There's also a book called Hiring the Heavens. I don't remember the author of it, and she talks about creating your heavenly team that comes in to help you. You have to assign your stuff to somebody else, to a higher realm. There's also an author called Melody Beattie, Beattie, and she wrote the book Make Miracles in 40 Days. And she lost her son. She's a therapist. She lost her son, and she was running workshops all around the country for a while on how to make miracles in 40 days. And the basic tool was gratitude for everything. gratitude, even the bad things, which is a form of letting go as well. Anything, everybody listening, that you are at war with, like say it's your biggest nemesis in life, okay, anything you're at war with is going to control you and block your miracles. It will block your miracles, not help you, block them. So it is extremely important to understand what we're resisting, because quite often we don't even know, because we're just inside our bodies living unconsciously 24/7. I know I am. So I'm going to help you understand what you're blocking. We'll do some exercises, and then we're going to do a release meditation called the Miracle Meditation, which uses NLP or different aspects of our physicality, okay, our physical being, to identify with something that's blocking us and then release it. So I'm going to go into a little presentation, which will make sure that I go over the salient points, nothing really too formal, because, oh, and by the way, all of this is part of a course called Soul Abundance, which is part of my 16-week Soul Psychic Healer Master Certification. And the first 4 weeks are spent on soul alignment, which is all about miracles. When you want more flow in your life, divine flow, you want more synchronicity, then you learn this course, and you will be able to flow in a divine, benign energy that protects you, leads you forward. Okay. So if you haven't had a chance to look at, there's an introductory video to the course. Just join my mailing list at spiritmediumlaura.com or spiritmediumtv.com on the upper right portion of the screen. Not only will you be in the contest to win a free reading with me, but you also will be given some free videos, and one of them is on soul abundance. It goes into more detail. But today we're going to do a snippet of the first week of that course. Okay, so when you think about it, one of the ways that we can have magic or miracles in our life is through our intuition. Like, how does she know that? Where do these messages come from, right? Well, that's God. That's Spirit talking to us. Our intuition is our soul. As a matter of fact, the word soul is psychic in Greek. In other words, the word psychic in Greek means soul. So intuition is sort of like our portal to God. When we get a hunch about things, if we're clear energetically, we get the right hunches, we're led, we're guided. Okay? And that is real magic or real miracles. So just a little bit about the technology of miracles is listening to our intuition. And we open up our intuition with meditation. I'm going to say that one more time. We open up our intuition with meditation. Yes, we do. And when we learn how to meditate as a normal process of being, like, for example, mindful living in the now. Now, how's that for a hackneyed phrase? Living in the now. When we do that, we are not fearful, because we don't know anything else but the now. We're not worried about tomorrow or compulsing over the past. We're planted in the moment. Okay? And so that is a miracle. And that's from the area or the location from which miracles are planted or come from, the now. I'm sure everybody listening has heard of Deepak Chopra, and he calls that area the gap. It's the place you go to when you meditate, which is not in the past, not in the future. It's now. Okay, and he says that is the place of infinite potentiality. I have to have that accent. Infinite potentiality. You know, the way Deepak would say that. And that is so. It is so true. It is so very, very true that when we're in the moment of now, we live in this place of infinite potentiality. And so we're going to learn today how to let go through this meditation. And the first thing we want to do is we want to identify our patterns in this lifetime, this go around. What is it that you are resisting? Okay, so for example, I had a friend call me, and she had a lifelong pattern of issues with her father. And he was mean to her, he abused her, he beat her up, blah, 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 and didn't treat her equally to her siblings, and so on and so forth. And she was in resistance to this. I didn't do these techniques with her or anything like that, but the point is that when we're fighting something, it never will go away. Right? You get engaged with it energetically, it becomes a pull. Eckhart Tolle, author of The Power of Now, for example, I don't know if this quote is from that book, but it is a quote of his, Eckhart Tolle says, whatever you fight, you strengthen, and what you resist persists. So think of yourself in a pile of quicksand, and you're fighting to get out. And the more you fight to get out, the deeper you go until finally you're smothered up in that pile of quicksand. So we have to learn how to kind of let go. Okay, here's a little poem I wrote about it. Learn to be so you can see. It's only then that you can be aware, alert, and truly free to live your life abundantly. So that's kind of cute. Bear with me, okay? All right, so I want to move along here a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, so when you let go of this controlling thing, which is only fear, like things won't work out, you begin to see what really is going on. You start to feel freer, and you start to be able to make things happen more in a direction that you're supposed to be moving in. So I want to get right to the exercises. I'm skipping over some things. Oh, I do need to tell you this. How many of you have heard of the law of non-resistance, spiritual law? In other words, what you resist persists, and what you let go of opens the flow. So allow yourself to completely be open to things and don't resist. Anything that you're resisting will control you. And that's what I'm trying to get to here is, okay, so some symptoms of resistance so that you can get more aware of this yourself. What are you resisting in life? Well, let's say that you feel unhappy. Anytime you feel unhappy, there's some resistance pattern underneath that. If you ever feel jealous, shame, bitterness, resentment, any of those negative emotions is coming because you're resisting something. You feel fearful, tense, frustrated, you're resisting something. Impatient, bored, anything that's negative, stop, listen, and learn. Note it that there's something you're resisting under that. And when you can let go of that resistance, you enter the zone of miracles. Okay, so we're going to do some exercises. So I want you all, if you're listening, to please take a moment to relax, uncross your arms and legs, start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, allowing yourself to completely relax, let go, gently releasing into that moment of now. And now I will open for us an intentional prayer. Thank you, Infinite Spirit, for providing me a healing, releasing, and transformative session in highest love and light. And now what I would like you to do, all of you listening, is to imagine you're a spiritual guide in front of you, or your angels. And I would like you to imagine that their energy and your energy is blending together. I'll be quiet for a moment. Good. And now we're going to move forward into the exercises now that we've done our little relaxation exercise. So what I want to do with you now is I'd like you to think about and list, if you have a piece of paper handy. And if you don't, maybe you should get something, a pen and a piece of paper. List a couple of things that you love to do. Just take a moment to do that. I'll be silent. Good. You might want to pet your cat. You might like to walk your dog or smile at your baby. Maybe you like to go out socializing or dance or play sports or listen to music or play music. Maybe you like to cook. Okay? Maybe you like to just watch TV or look at a sunset. This list is a sacred thing to have. If you ever feel down and in that resistance state, an easy way to switch out of it is to go to your list if you can't think of what you want to do, or if you can, just switch to the other channel of happiness. So anytime you're feeling down, be vigilant, pay attention. Anytime you're feeling down, switch to your happy list. Do something fun. Okay? It's time for break. One of the things I like to do if I'm unhappy is I like to rest. I'm not going to deal with this now, I say to myself. I'm just going to go off and do something relaxing, like watch brain dead TV or go for a walk in the sunshine or breathe in the gentle breeze. So that's one of the things I do when I'm not feeling good, is to switch channels. Now, this is very important. Life problems. I'd like you to just take a moment and think about 1 to 5 biggest problems, consistent struggles you've had for your entire life. For example, you might have come from a house where you were regularly abused. Maybe there were people who had addictions around you. Maybe you were born with physical disabilities, challenges. Maybe you had economic instability in the home. Oh, maybe there was violence. Maybe you had to deal with losing your parents at a very young age. Maybe you were told that you were ugly or not good enough or bullied. Maybe you were different. You were told you were ugly or bullied. Take a moment to write down 1 to 5 of your systemic problems, big problems. These are the big things. Good. And now write down what the result of that was in your case. Maybe you were born into poverty, so you learned about work bankruptcy. In other words, in your family, your father couldn't earn a living. So you worked up the pattern of hating your own work. You started to mimic that, or you thought it's impossible for anybody to earn a living because what you modeled after your father never had any money. Maybe you were always told you were stupid. Okay, so or you didn't have any creativity. Somebody was always saying that to you, so you developed a sense of I'm not creative. Maybe a teacher said that to you. Okay. Maybe you were raised in an abusive household where there was a lot of fighting, so you can't believe that there's good relationships in the world. So what is the result of your life problem? What beliefs came of that in your head? Just write down 1 to 5 things. Okay, in a moment we're going to be opening the lines up and we're going to find out. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a meditation to release those problems. We're going to do the miracle meditation. And I'm going to, since it's already 8:17 p.m. Eastern time, I'm going to just go right into meditation. If I have time left over, I will open up the lines and talk to you. So here we are with the miracle meditation. So now that you've identified your biggest problem in your lifetime, the one that seems to be your nemesis. In my case, Laura, there was a lot of fighting in my household. So I got the idea that relationships were problematic. So my biggest nemesis is ability to find love. Okay, that's my biggest one. So what I want to do is I want to send this thing that it seems to haunt me, my biggest problem, I want to let it go. And the miracle meditation is going to help me let that go to a higher power. So we're going to get your problem and we're going to let it go. And you can do all the law of attraction exercises you want in the world, but if you don't understand what's going on underneath it all, what your beliefs are, they won't, law of attraction exercises won't work for you. You have to learn how to release false beliefs or beliefs that are controlling you. We'll call them false because really there is no truth other than the one that you believe is true. Okay, that's for another day. Another day I'll go into that. But there really is nothing true about what you believe is true other than the fact that you believe it. So we're going to learn now how to release something that holds us back. That's the miracle. So I'd like you to remain with your arms and legs uncrossed. And I'd like you to take in a deep breath. And as you continue to deeply breathe from your abdominal area, I'd like you to start thinking about this issue for yourself, the one that is your nemesis for this lifetime. Maybe you have poverty, not being able to find a job, feeling insecure about your appearance, not feeling you have any creativity. Think about your big problem. Get in touch with the feelings behind it. How does it make you feel? Might make you feel claustrophobic, smothering. Might make you feel tired, sad. It might make you feel angry or confused. Feel that feeling that comes into your body as you think about this big, big brick wall in front of you that you feel is your nemesis. Good. And now what I would like you to do is go through your body and see where that feeling is. Feel it. You might feel it in your stomach. You might feel it in your heart. You might feel it in your wrists like somebody has you in shackles. You might feel it in your ankles. Go through your body and see where you can feel that feeling. Look for a queasy or uneasy feeling. Good. And now what I would like you to do is visualize this nemesis, this horrible negative feeling you have, as something in front of you. It could be a monster. It could be a witch. It could be a flock of crows, black crows, flying all over the sky. It could be a hurricane. Take a moment and make it something concrete in front of you outside of your body. Good. And now to the left of this horrible image, this horrible monster or monstrous image, is a beautiful large gift box sitting there on the ground. It is wrapped in beautiful paper, gold embossed paper, and the top or the cover of the gift box sits to the left of it. It's a nice big gift box, 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. It's empty. Okay. On the count of 3, something very interesting is going to happen. On the count of 3, I'm going to tell you what will happen. So just listen up. 1, 2, 3. All of a sudden, the gift box sucks in this monstrous image you have in front of you. All of your life problem, that visual thing you created in front of you, is sucked into that box, and it sits there inside the box, banging in the box to get out, but it can't get out because it's sucked in the box. Okay? To the left of the box is that cover. Go get it and put it on the box. Notice how the cover clamps down because that's a vacuum in there. That's a vacuum box. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is pick the box up. It's kind of light, has no weight to it. And I want you to hand it up into the clouds. And above you, there's a beautiful set of white clouds, kind of gleaming and glistening. And out of the clouds comes these kind of angelic looking hands. Hand your box to those angel hands. And let go. Oh my goodness, look at this. You've given your problem away to God. And now I'd like you all to say a little thank you. Thank you, dear God, for taking this problem off of my mind. Thank you for taking it away from me and handling it for me. Thank you for allowing what can come in its place. And now I would like you to think for a moment, what is it that you really want? What do you really want in your life in the place of this? Do you want freedom? Do you want confidence? Do you want money? Do you want a warm bed and a good meal every night, or maybe a Maserati. I'd like you to thank God now for giving you this in place of that horrible problem that you had a moment ago. Very, very powerful. This is a meditation I do have on my website. Under resources, there's meditations. And when you click on that, you'll find Miracle Meditation down that page. So what I'm going to do is, if there's anybody waiting here, I'm going to open up the lines. There are a couple of people here. I'm going to go back to Nathaniel, see if he has any feedback. Just to have a little bit of talking or discussion for the next 5 minutes or so. Hey, Nathaniel, did you have any luck with this? Was it easy for you to identify your problem and then release it?
Yes, I really did. I'm really feeling it.
Wonderful, wonderful. And do you mind sharing with us what your biggest life problem was?
Maybe just like being stuck in the past a little bit, to let go of some of the past. It's almost like, being a little chained up emotionally, and probably a lot of different realms of aspects.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very informative. I appreciate you letting us know that, Nat. Oh, may I call you Nat? Or do you prefer?
I really prefer Nathaniel.
Okay.
I prefer Nathaniel because I actually do name chords.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, Moses' slave name was Munis. I don't think if you wanted to call Moses Munis or Nathan, I could use name, name chords.
Okay.
I was like, you have a 5 name chord in your lower name because A's 1 and then you have U is a 3. So the chord represents the vowel, consonant, and then the sum. And there's 81 different name chords. And then you combine the first name and the last name. Like in Jesus' name, there was only, Jesus of Nazareth. And then, in the times of kings, you weren't allowed to have a vowel in your name.
Okay, we're going to have to get you on a radio show very soon, Nathaniel. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for all that background. Thank you, love.
It's just if you call somebody like Laura, like Lori, Laura, it's just what I prefer.
No, that's fine. I appreciate you letting me know, honey, Nathaniel. I appreciate that, darling. Thank you so much. I just want to get to 1 or 2 other people before the show's over, darling. Thank you.
Love the show. Thank you so much for the meditation and the reading.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I am going to go to Karen because I didn't have a chance to talk to her on the radio show. Let's see if we can get through to her. Karen?
Oh, hi. Thank you.
Hi, honey. Did you do the meditation? Did you have any luck with it?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
I do so many different meditations, and they feel great at the time, and then, but they, later on, it's like, okay, it disappeared.
Oh, I thought you were listening for the class.
I'm a little skeptical.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put you back in the queue, honey. Thank you. Okay, thank you. All right. I'm trying to get people who actually did the exercises, and if you're sitting in the queue for reading, I'm not doing readings now. I stopped that at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to go to Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie, did you have a chance to do the meditation?
Yes, I did actually.
Okay.
But I was just listening.
Okay. Well, did you feel good? Did you come up with any of the issues in your life that maybe you wanted to release?
Yes, I did. I have plenty of issues that I've been having since childhood that I haven't been able to get rid of.
Oh.
And like
90 seconds
earlier about my body, and the reason why I wasn't able to conceive, and that's definitely one of the issues.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you can play this back. It's going to be on the radio show, and it will also be on video. And if you have any trouble finding that, just shoot me an email, and I'll help you find it. Okay, honey?
All right. Thank you so much. And I was looking at the at your meetup on your website.
Yeah.
60 seconds.
Where do we pay? Because I couldn't find it on there.
You just RSVP, and then you're automatically requested to make the payment.
Okay. I'll keep working on it. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Oh, yeah. If you have any problems, just let me know, honey. You can call me. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for calling in this evening. I hope you got a little something out of the mini class, and I hope you got a little something out of the readings and the other side connections. I look forward to working with you all in the future. God bless. Bye-bye.